What it is, you guys? Welcome back.
Welcome.
If you are new to the channel, I'm your boy King K.
I'm your boy Westlow. You already know.
And this is
the Back and Forth Show.
Woo! So, I'm gonna hit you guys off, of course, with our topics.
Starting off, our business shout-outs though. Well, first of all, we hope the audience is doing cool.
Yes, miss you guys.
Definitely, most definitely. We have a lot of exciting content for you guys. A lot of hot, fresh things that have been going on. People are upset. People are angry. So we have a lot to cover. So quickly going in, business shout-out. Shout out to Shauna. She did the fabulous bun you see.
Okay, can we
displayed
get
today.
a zoom or something on that bun? That's a nice bun. This is one of them. This is one of them church buns, hot cross buns.
There you
That's
go.
what that is. That's a tight bun.
Extra icing.
Yes. Cinnamon buns. I like that.
Her Instagram is lock and roll _ LLC. So that's LOC, the letter N, roll _ LLC. She would be tagged, or you will find her Instagram on our show's Instagram page, and you will see her link to her website for bookings and appointments in her description, because of course she is all digital.
Yep.
Any shout outs on your end? Shout outs?
I have one, and then we have one together. So actually I have two. Okay. So I have one. It's gonna be my barber. His name is Diggs. You can catch him on Instagram _ Diggs Sizzle with the hands. He is located on Bel Air Road. I believe it's like the 4600 block of Bel Air Road at Mr. Ray's Barbershop. Shout out to them. Shout out to, oh man, I didn't bring out shirts, but shout out to Trainer Thomas of Trainer's Creations. She also has a daycare, it's called Hearts of Flutter. So shout out to her. She also made our shirts. If you guys have not seen our shirts, it's okay. We're gonna post the pictures on our Instagram. A lot of the things that you will see on our Instagram, you'll get a snippet of it there first. So, and then we wore the shirts in the last episode.
Yep,
so check that out in the last episode. And if you haven't done so, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notification on both platforms, because right now we are on Instagram and on YouTube. So,
yep.
Post notifications.
Facebook will be coming soon, and if we can figure out the YouTube card thing, you can look above us here, and that card will be the link to our previous video where we had the shirts on.
Yep. And with that, we.
Oh, two more business shout outs.
One more. Sorry.
I will say three more announcements. So first, I'm gonna deal with working out, I guess, or just physical health. Do you want to tell about your guy? Well, you have a lot more details. Your homeboy that does the jogging on East Biddle. Meet up. Okay, yeah. So shout out to Cool Ant. I believe he's on _ Cool _ Ant. He does a Tuesday run. It's like a workout. He puts a group together of people. It's open to the public. 400 East Preston Street. They line up about 6, pull off as late as 6:15, 6:30 at the latest. They run towards the downtown area in a safe manner. He also does a lot of positive things for the community. He's organized rallies. He's peaceful rallies. He's organized peaceful protests. He's done food drives, give back to the community, and I think he has a gym. He has some type of connects with a partner gym that's like not too far from where he lives. It's a lot that guy does. So again, towards Black excellence. I mean, that's like a literally young entrepreneur. And he was voted Mr. Bowie, a couple years back. I forgot what year it was, but I'm sorry about that. But yeah, that's a really cool guy. So if you guys need something to do, a little exercise, a regimen where you need a group like me, I kind of need somebody every now and then to work out. It's easy when you have people to do it with you.
So shout out to Cool. And again, guys, that post, I'm going to actually post that picture on our Instagram of his latest post that he put up, so we can get more people over there to them. And
me and my friend Mariah are also getting together a 5K. Mariah's a good friend of ours. My wife as well. We're going for like a July 11, which is a Saturday. She just wants to do a little 5K just to promote, physical health, just to get people together. Like I say, when you have more people to work out together, it's more motivation for everyone. The Back and Forth show actually will also be trying to start some volleyball games up.
He read my mind.
I do know that CCBC has a volleyball campus. UMBC does as well. Hopefully one of those we'll be able to use, but we will get those events out. We're going to do like a little event page on Facebook and get some guys out. And just get some good volleyball games going. If we can get it going once a week, every 2 weeks, once a month,
Just get enough people to where we can also do our own little, I guess, Black community, whatever.
But it's open to everyone.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you don't only have to be Black.
Right. So come out there and get fit. Physical fitness is for everyone.
Fun. It's more like a fun thing.
Yeah, we've been in the house for all a while. Let's get outside. And then for our last shout out is to our man Brandino. You haven't seen him yet. You will see him soon.
Yes.
But he's an amazing kid. Just graduated. But he'll give you more about that. Amazing animator. But we just giving you guys a little seasoning with that, so you'll get a little bit more about that later.
So shout out to Brandon Thomas Creations.
Brandon
Thomas Animations. Sorry.
There we go.
Brandon Thomas Animations, and again, he will be in the. Actually, I think that he's coming into the video
rather soon.
Yeah, rather soon.
Yeah. It's like a Smash character. What would his tagline be? Oh man. The goofball ride. No, the goofball approaches.
Okay. I like that. I like that. All right.
We're going into these topics, guys.
So into these crazy topics.
Yeah. So we're starting off first. Now the topic of sports. Now. We know that we are all Americans and that, you know, everyone loves sports. Everyone loves watching them. Yes. Everyone loves the NBA, NFL, everything about
the
blah, blah,
NBC, blah. The GYN, the Child Obesity Clinic. We like all them.
And sports. The topic, one of the topics on the table right now is should sports be continue to be like on lockdown or be paused, or should we go back to everything? Or, you know, or at least they said let a few teams in. I guess let them play like they wasn't bringing everyone back, but just certain teams.
So I do believe that they are going to bring back at least 20 teams.
Okay.
I believe about 20 teams. But the question is, and shout out to yeah, anyway, so the question is, should sports be held back, or athletic events be held back a little bit longer for protests?
There you go. Or just and just everything else important going on.
Yeah, like, you know, I understand you guys
have been laws being passed.
We didn't miss March Madness. I understand all that. I do. But I understand you guys. One thing for sure, two things for certain. You can always go pick up a football and go shoot a field goal. Like, you definitely can. It's nothing to go to a baseball circle and, you know, kick a home run, you know, and go to a basketball court or some type of, once they put the Rex and stuff back up. Anyway, you can pick up the little orange ball and shoot it towards, what's that, the free zone? The hoop zone? Make a 6-pointer, whatever it is, you can always do that. But at the same time, you have to understand, this is important.
Important times.
Yes, this is very important times, along with the pandemic and everything else that's going on.
It's like frying chicken and you're at the seasoning part.
Yeah, it's very important.
Almost just as more important than the cooking part.
We legit are the seasoning. Listen to all the people that are the seasonings. This is our time now to where we need to make the food. We need to prepare the food overnight. So we're in the marinating process. We need to marinate. We need to let them know that I almost said that. So we need to let them know that we're not playing no games. Like, take to the streets, voice your opinions, be heard, do what you need to do. Yeah. Fellas, ladies, enthusiasts of sports, I'm sorry, but I do as a person think that you guys should put down the remotes and pick up the fists.
There you go.
Pick your voices up. Let your voices be heard. We the people, and shout out to everybody that are non-African Americans, that have friends that are African Americans, and you guys are supporting them. Shout out to you guys. I love you guys for that from the deepest of my heart, because the more voices we have, the more power that we can bring, and the more impact that we will get. All right, and another thing for sure, two things for certain, stay consistent, you guys. We're going to push this thing through.
Yes. So bottom line is sports, you can wait. We'll be back to you next year. Yeah. And y'all can play. If anything, train. Yeah. It's just trying to be better.
Yep.
You know, yeah. So you guys can wait on that. Moving right on, and don't forget, let us know how you feel in the comments about that. Do you feel like sports should be held off?
Comment, and subscribe.
Now, Seattle, you want to start us off and jump us off, King K?
Yeah, man. Let me tell you about my people down in Seattle, man. Hey, cousin Roscoe. Let me tell you about Seattle. Boy, Juju Bean down there too. That's my Juju Bean. So, Seattle has decided that they took over about 6 blocks, or a neighborhood of 6 blocks. They started with protests down at City Hall. Then they literally marched up to a police precinct that were being occupied by the police and being protected by the police. Yeah. To my knowledge, the police then,
after a few days of protecting it,
they then decided to pretty much leave.
Which was not the police chief's order in that area.
It was not. I do believe it might have been the mayor. Because they were down at City Hall requesting that the mayor resign. Before they went and took the neighborhood over. Now, this is where my people, you guys, I have to play devil's advocate, so I want to be on both sides. How do you go into a neighborhood that you have taken over without any city permits? You shut down a block without. Here in Baltimore City, I used to march for New Edition Marching Band, Legacy Band, whatever it's called, NELB. And for parades, you have to get permission from the mayor, for permission from the city councils and things to block off a street. You guys blocked off 6 blocks. Number one, congratulations to you guys for that. But number two, how do you go into the businesses and tell them that they need to start paying y'all to have a business there? Leave CVS alone. Go see what Walmart got. Go occupy a Walmart parking lot. That'll get the people that we need. Seriously, if you go occupy a Walmart parking lot, shut down the Walmart parking lot, a couple of them, the government's gonna respond.
Oh yeah.
The government's gonna respond.
Like, oh no, people aren't buying things that they don't need.
Yep.
Somebody get rockets down there ASAP.
Exactly. Real quick, I'm just gonna list off a couple of things. They have free concerts inside of this little neighborhood that they've taken over.
Cops are not allowed.
Cops are not allowed. They literally have a little store where they're giving away food, I believe, or selling food of some sort. And it's called the Cop Out Co-op or something like that. Shout out to them. They have they're doing a little mini concerts and things. They have little shops and stuff that you can get. They're doing a lot of productive things that we, the people that own the black dollar, need to do within our own communities. We need to start bringing together and just kind of do a swap meet, do our own little, let's not Patapsco, let's not do that again. So let's do a little flea market or something with black people and just make it legal.
Yeah.
So Seattle.
Yeah, you guys are pressing on. You know,
I tip my hat to you guys.
I don't believe no one has been seriously injured yet, which is good.
Nope.
So keep marching on. Like I said, our voices will be heard. As I said in one of our previous videos, which was not an original quote of ours at the show, but if freedom cannot be given, it must be taken.
Yes.
So to any government official out there who may possibly see this song, anyone who knows or whatever, they're putting us up there in the universe. We are tired and we are no longer waiting. The waiting room is now full. Thank you. The doctor will be seeing people now.
Yes, thank you. I once heard on a President Davo album, or a song, I think it was like the 40 with the 30 with the 40 in it. At the end, he was like, I think it might have been Tupac towards the end. It was like, what are we gonna do now? You know, all the people that protest and you know, they waited. We're not waiting no more. We're not that generation. We're not waiting for what we want. We're taking it because we deserve it. You know, you don't steal when you don't. First off, you don't steal. You don't take what's yours if it does not belong to you. You don't take what's yours if it's not for you. For the Bible says, what God has for me, it is for me.
What goes around will come around, people.
Karma. So at this point, they had their go around. Now we're on the other side. Instead of us hitting them from the bottom, we come from the top and the back.
And shout out to, I want to say, I believe this is confirmed. Target. They made Juneteenth an official paid holiday. For their employees.
Actually, Juneteenth is now an official black holiday.
There we see.
For us.
There we go. So progress being made. If anyone tries to say different, that's being made. But hopping on right in
sorry, not to cut you off. I just want to shed a little bit light on Taco Bell really quickly.
Oh yes.
You guys, if I had my gavel, Taco Bell, you're canceled. So really quickly, and I mean extremely quickly. So there was a video that is circulating around where the young man was fired, African-American young man was fired for wearing a Black Lives Matter mask with the fist on it and the words Black Lives Matter. So an assistant manager came out after the regular manager released him of all duties, came out and spoke to him within his car and said, hey, well, you know, you are violating, you're bringing politics into the building or into the work establishment, and you are, oh shoot, what was the other one? You're going against the rules and requirements of how to wear the mask. First off, Taco Bell, your list of requirements does not say, or in your
rules and regulations.
Yeah, in your rules and regs of the mask, it does not say anything. What is printed on them cannot be used in the work establishment. It just says how to wear them and how you're going to wear them, which is you have to wear them behind your ears. You cannot wear them underneath your chin. You cannot wear them over your head. That's how to wear them. Now, to wear them, if you're going to wear them, which is mandatory not only by Taco Bell rules and regulations and standards, but it's also state law. So if you're going to wear them, if you're going to work, you have to wear them. You have to wear them the entire shift. And if you take them off, you have to dispose of it. And it has to be, if it's one of those fabric ones that you had handmade, it has to be cleaned daily. That's number one. Or number three. And top of it off would be you cannot touch it at all. So those rules, those guidelines, those how-tos when it comes down to the mask, very clear and simple. It did not say anywhere at all that it cannot support any type of movement or any type of Black Lives Matter or any type of racial injustices that's going on right now. It does not say that you cannot support that on your mask. So Taco Bell, again,
canceled.
So I don't know if that young man's going to get his job back. Also,
Hopefully
Taco Bell did retweet. I'm going to go
you.
to my phone really quickly. On June 2nd, Taco Bell tweeted, it says, sometimes silence speaks the loudest, and we won't let ours speak for us. So let's be clear. We do not tolerate racism or violence against black people. We are committed to being part of long-term solutions, and we have more to do, or more work to do. So with that being said, and here it is, June the 18th, you guys are firing somebody, don't worry about it. You don't have to fire anybody else because you're canceled.
There we go. Food is just late night food anyway.
That's all it is. Talk about late night. What they say, bring the party. How about hashtag the party's over? You're done.
Yes. Moving into our last topic.
Which is a good one.
We're gonna bring in some special guests from our crew.
Yep. Cool.
So they wanna bring themselves in from another round.
Bring them in. 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 Ooh. Bring them in. 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 Special guests. Bring them in. 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 Special guests. Bring them in. 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 Fellas. Wrong side, fellas. Come over here. This is our back and forth crew.
There you go.
You guys know EBS Snoop.
The best cameraman on this coming up.
This side of East Baltimore scene. Yeah.
Check me out. Instagram.
His parents are Eastside Hillbillies.
Snoop _ EBS.
Oh man.
And then we have Brandino.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Do a little introduction to our audience.
I'm Brandon Thomas, if you care. I animate, do video production, video editing, all that stuff, and I'm one of the other camera guys here for the Back and Forth show. It's an amazing, opportunity, and I'm just grateful to be here.
He is selling himself so short. He's an amazing guy. Yeah, he is an amazing guy. If you guys need any type of animation creations done, Brandon Thomas, find him on Instagram at
Bambi Black, BAMB_Black.
And on Facebook,
Brandon Thomas.
Look that man up. I'm telling you guys, he sells himself short.
I also need to recruit.
Yeah,
Some of you guys.
That's all right. We got
some seasoning.
You know, some of you guys on the anime.
Yeah.
You gotta get with
Yeah, definitely get him with him.
Man.
Alright, so this topic is, everyone heard J Cole new song, right? Okay.
Snow on the bluff.
Snowing the sniffing the bluff. Snorting the bluff. So I'm gonna let you guys
Going first.
Yeah, let you guys cause there was a topic in the song. I mean, there was a line in the song that I really wanted to
So pretty much for everyone most likely that knows, J. Cole made a song who most people think the response is to NoName Gypsy and her kind of our claim to celebrities and rappers can kind of more or less so rappers can do a lot more in terms of speaking on like the issues going on in our community, etc., etc. But J. Cole's song Snow on the Bluff, he touched on that. He kind of really touched on the topic of instead of coming at us like that, kind of degrading in a way, he didn't like our energy, so more or less. He was just kind of saying, come at us like children and explain it to us and educate us, and then maybe we can go forth. You could have just hit us up, on one-on-one and said, hey, all these artists, I have this going on, I have this class, this Zoom, whatever going on, to inform you about this, so I can talk about this. Would you be interested? I can see if you did that, and then no celebrities responded, then you can put them on blast. But to J. Cole's point, just give us a chance and just educate us, not degrade us. But I do want to go with NoName. Just like as my colleague said, play devil's advocate with it a little bit. It is a little funny that Cole waited to be called out for it to want to do deeper research. When you could have done that on your own. Yeah, at the end of the day, you are a grown man as well, which is how she did her research.
Yeah,
regardless of exactly. Regardless of, it may be easier because our parents did a lot of it. But I'm pretty sure J. Cole, your mom wasn't a fool either. So come on, let's go.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. You guys want to pitch in? Let Brandon go first.
All right. Wow. So basically, with that song, the response to it, like just the construction of it overall, and I'm assuming, not even assuming, he was talking about NoName. So basically, it was weird because he was basically saying, okay, I don't like your tone, or that you feel this way about like certain things. And it's just really weird when it's like, when women preach and like when they say, okay, we're tired of this, like just because they use a certain tone it shouldn't like really matter. It's just like what we're doing right now, like us as African Americans, like we're upset. Black men, black women, we're upset with what's going on right now. It shouldn't matter how our tone is so long as you hear us.
That's where
it is.
Snaps to that.
I just really think it's important for them to like, I don't know, just get together so there isn't like any confusion. Just really like get together and actually just discuss, instead of normally in like rap songs, if you don't want to add somebody, you'll say this woman, or you'll compliment them, this person, blah blah blah. Like, instead of like hopping on a track, just like, you know, hop on the phone and just talk to them if you have their number or something. And I remember reading somewhere on her Twitter, or somewhere on Twitter, and it was like a revolutionary reads and then they act, or something like that. So J. Cole, like, if you want, like, you don't have to. You shouldn't have to confide in somebody else's, like, well, can you explain it for me? Like, you know, you're well capable of like doing that yourself. And it's like, not
just hire someone to do it for you, for real. Like,
and this isn't to like shun anything, but literally just like be informed. And I understand that social media isn't the best place, but social media also, you know, they do drop gems on there as well.
Yes.
And they
it is a
do
platform.
keep people like informed. And honestly, like, it is a bit overwhelming, like, given the climate, because it's like, I want to stay informed, but I also don't want to like overload myself personally with like too much information. And you're just finding out like all these different videos and like these posts about like people dying and stuff, and it's just like sad. It's really sad, and this is just a terrible time we're like living in, really. But you know, hoping that, you know, we'll eventually overcome and whatnot. But yeah,
it's gonna take some time. You want to give your insight on it?
Well, I really don't know how I feel about it. Like, I really don't know how I feel about like the song, because everybody, you know, has their own opinion. But I do know this, like, had it been somebody else, it's not like what you say is how you say it and who you are. Had it would have been a random black teenager or a random black rapper saying something just about protests, then nobody would have cared. But J. Cole actually getting into full detail about what's going on, so, you know, that caught a lot of people's attention. So I just feel as though, like, you know, everybody has their own opinion, but
so let me ask you this: do you feel like her opinion towards J. Cole is I'm sorry, her opinion towards let me just read this line. It says she's mad at celebrities. Loki, I think she'd be thinking she's talking about me. And there's another line that says she's mad at these crackers, she's mad at these capitalists, and she's mad at the murdered police. Okay, now if she's mad at all these people, do you think that she has a reason, or do you think J. Cole has the right reason to attack her? Or not even to attack her, but to make the song because of what she's saying and how she's saying it?
see, I don't know, because it's difficult, because everybody, like I said, everybody deserves their own opinion, but at the same time, like, I mean, who are you to come at her about her opinion? So at the same, you know, everybody.
Work can speak that. It's like I said, you have to play devil advocate with it. It's like so it's more. It's really nothing you can kind of come at NoName, because she really was just kind of speaking real. But the same, but like I said, J. Cole, you got the whole thing of like, yeah, don't degrade, educate, but still, your actions still need to be done on your part. Like,
yep. Okay. So yeah, and then there was another line that kind of spoke out to me. It says, now I know I ain't no dummy. I'm above all criticism, so when
Now I ain't no dummy to think I'm above criticism, so when I see something that's valid, I listen.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My tears was kind of getting my eyes. But yeah, so with something like that, yes, J. Cole, I definitely understand if there is, you know, not being above constructive
And that was
criticism.
quoted, by the way, straight from the song.
Yeah, definitely.
Word for word.
Lyrics. I understand where you come from, J. Cole, but I get your point, and I definitely will take my hat off to you in respects in regards to the fact that you are man enough to say yes, you will take and listen to criticism, because life is about learning new lessons every day. Like, there's literally a statement, you learn something new every day, and this is just something more where not only can you learn from what she's saying, you can also learn by doing your own research. Okay, you can hear the criticism when she's saying, but you can also, once you do your own research, you can back it up with facts. Something like this, you definitely want to be in the know, and you want to know what you're knowing.
Yeah.
You want to inform yourself and be more informative when you go out and speak. J. Cole did go out and speak. Michael B. Jordan did go out and protest. DC Young Fly, just to name a couple off the top of my head.
John Boyega.
John Boyega. Anybody else? Jess Hilarious. She was out. She was doing her little. And let me say this. Let me say this. When people go out and protest, when our celebrities go out and protest, don't get mad. I'm gonna speak directly to Jess Hilarious. Don't get mad at people for protesting their way. The fact that they are out there is a start.
There you go.
You cannot expect a comedian to go out there and take everything like extremely serious, because once all this is lifted and everything is over, that comedian's gonna have something to talk about. Real stuff. People tell me all the time I could be a comedian, and I would be completely honest. So I've been to 2 protests, and I've talked about at least half a dozen, if not a dozen people, just to have, like, just to make it, you know, more peaceful. I had people around me laughing, and I wasn't even talking to them. They just overheard me. So you don't know. Don't try to bash Jess because of her, the way she talked about hootsy poots in her boots. Don't. It is what it is. She's gonna bring a video out about it later on. So just because they're out there and they're doing, like they said, DC Young Fly wasn't paying attention. He was more talking. He might have been making jokes or something. He might have been talking about his kid. I don't know. Don't bash the ones that's out there.
Pretty much.
You know?
But I will say, on the same time, but again, devil's advocate, there's many celebrities that like to be at things like George Floyd's Memorial, all these other things that want to be there. Let's see a little bit more action afterwards. Because I'm sorry, yes, we're asking more work out of you guys than the average person, but that's because you have more to do more. You wouldn't be active if you didn't have it. We for every celebrity, we are here, you are there because of us.
Yep.
So therefore, just like the government, we should have an opinion in things that you should do, especially when you are of the same race.
Put down them phones, bring out them fists. I'm telling you, come out them houses, come out here and protest with us. Again, like I said before, you guys, and I'm talking to my fellow colleagues here, it's gonna take a lot, but we taking the steps that we need to take to get where we gotta go. Consistency and proficiency is what we're gonna need. Mostly consistency.
There we go.
We're gonna make sure that we see this thing through. We wanna take this thing as far as it can go until we can get what we need. And I think reparations might have been in another video or something, but we'll touch back on it. There are talks about reparations. There's somebody out there, I think it was, who was it out there? LL Cool J?
Oh no, so Ice Cube is out because it's a fight that's been going on since the 90s, but one of the ways that, I don't know who originally came up with the topic. We will, like I said, this will be in another video so we can do a deeper talk on it, but one of the tactics for trying to give African Americans reparations would be in the form of us not paying taxes for the same amount of years that we were slaves. This is roughly 400 years.
Yep.
So that's kind of in the midst, but to his point, it's starting. The conversation's finally going.
It's going somewhere.
So.
And just to wrap up this topic with this young lady, ma'am, if you, however you respond to this, I hope you respond in the most.
NoName Gypsy is who he's talking to.
Yeah. NoName, I hope you respond in a good way. I hope you respond in the positivest way. Secondly, J. Cole, you talk about it ain't what you say, you know, you don't like her tone. Okay, ma'am, it ain't what you say, it's how you say it. Alright, you can go get that man and ask him what's going on and figure it out. Y'all can talk together. I don't care if you gotta come up with a book club. But that being said, do something. Alright, Taco Bell, you're canceled.
Close it out.
Anybody else got any thoughts? Are we good? Alright, well again, EBS Snoop, King K, Westlow, Brandon Thomas Animations, I apologize. And this is the Back and Forth Show. You guys know how we do it. Before we close everything out, John 3:16, for God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. To who should ever believe in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. I love you guys. We love you guys. Peace.
We out.